I guess. But once you get to know me, I'm not really. Or once I get to know somebody. Maybe kind of seeing in schools that kids that are like, I don't know, higher class or something are treated differently than kids that are lower class. When we were staying in Alberta, a lot of the people drink and they do drugs, right? So they spend most of their money on that. They don't really spend it on food and stuff. And if they do, it's just the cheap stuff like bags of like potatoes, those stuff like that. Not vegetables and stuff. It's just, I don't know what they can afford.
I'm Jamie, and this is my story. I live in Trail. I live in the Lazarus Apartments. It's kind of the lower class side of Trail a little bit, but it's alright. I have 2 cats, a hamster, and a fish. I'm 17 and I live by myself. Sometimes I feel like there's no one really like helping me, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm too young. I feel like I shouldn't be on my own doing this, but it just happened to work out that way, so you gotta deal with it. Gotta keep going, make things better, not worse. It's different things. It's just how I take, how I take drama, how I take breakups, how I take fights with my friends, how I take losing a job. Makes me really sad and depressed that I can't, things aren't going right for me. When things are all good, I'm happy as can be and have all this energy, and then I lose a job all of a sudden and I'm all depressed and I don't even leave my apartment and I just stay here. It's like, why? Don't understand it. I'm going to apply for independent living. Well, I can't apply for independent living because I haven't worked straight for 2 years and I haven't made $7,000. I don't know who has my age, but
So now what?
I guess we're gonna have to find a social worker.
What do you think are the barriers in the school system that may contribute to unhealthy living?
If they make, I'm just going to use this as an example, if we have baked lasagna available and we have fries and gravy available, most of the kids are going to choose fries and gravy. So the cafeteria says, well, there's no sense us producing lasagna if they're going to buy chips and gravy. So that's sort of that historic thing. The other barrier is vending machines. You know, schools generate revenue from selling things in vending machines. And it's similar. You're going to put things in vending machines that people are going to buy to make money.
So can you talk about the government policy that directs schools to eliminate the sales of pop and vending machines and in all schools by 2010?
The ministry is saying that we need to have students having the availability of food that is in certain categories, and some foods not available at all by 2009.
Since they're cutting junk food down in schools, do you think it would help if they cut it down in people's homes? Because you see so many people going shopping and they got 5 or 6 bags of chips and cookies, and you know, do you think that would help? Or
when families go shopping and they're doing their weekly shopping list, they're going to buy things that they can afford to buy. And unfortunately, it's cheaper sometimes to buy the 6-pack of Coke that's on for sale, or the 6-pack of Pepsi that's on sale, which is a lot cheaper than buying, you know, the 3 liters of milk. And some of the snacky, you know, quick foods that don't have much nutritional content are often cheaper than foods that are more nutritious.
how can our young people help our school district become healthier?
One of the things that our health and lifestyle committee is asking for is some young people to join our committee, and we're going to be asking students to join us.
Online learning students allowed to go to that, or is it just the 3 high schools?
Well, online is attached to Stanley Humphreys.
Oh, I guess so. Eh?
So we would love you to be there, just because you've got some ideas and you've got some good questions to ask. And really, you know, we need questions being asked And we need young people to help us get there.
What's that like, interviewing a school administrator and doing some of the filming?
I was scared. It was hard. I screwed up a few times. It was fun though.
What do you think about some of the things he said?
Oh, they for surely meant a lot. He was right on with a lot of that stuff. In what way does City Council support its citizens in being active and healthy?
The prime responsibilities that City Council has is to have the infrastructure, which means the facilities for people to use and to stay healthy. And of course, we probably have some of the best facilities in the province from a population perspective because of the company who at one time was extremely paternal and built many of the facilities. So we have a nice swimming pool, we have one of the finest arenas, we have 3 arenas in Greater Toronto area. We have parks, we have golf courses, we have ski hills. So these are the kind of facilities and that City Council is responsible to make sure that we have this kind of infrastructure.
What does City Council do to be a role model for healthy and active living?
We help by, for instance, Jason Bay. You'll see the banners on the poles around town promoting Jason Bay. Things like that. We've got the Home of Champions statue downtown and that sort of thing. And it helps to instill, a sense of accomplishment for not only the community, but also a bit of a goal for individuals if they wish to get involved and work towards these aspirations.
What are some of the barriers in this community that make it challenging for people to get and stay healthy?
We have wonderful facilities. It's quite expensive to operate these facilities. For instance, our Equality Center only pays just over 50% of its cost with revenue from the users. The Memorial Center only is just over 30%. So the taxpayers have to contribute quite a bit. We try to keep the rates down for these facilities, but there obviously is going to be a portion of our community, a portion of our residents who, even though our rates are generally speaking quite low, are going to find those rates even somewhat high for their income and from that perspective. So this is something we have to keep a close eye on.
What would a low-income youth do if they wanted to participate in like a sport where they can't afford it? Or
the hardest part is for them to come to us and say, I have low income. It's a personal thing, and I know that across BC we have been trying to figure out ways to get people with low income involved without singling them out. What we've come up with so far, Canadian Tire Jumpstart has a great program which they've given to Trail Parks and Rec, Lisa Michalik, the recreation coordinator here, where any children up to 18 years of age can come in and apply. They just need a referral from a teacher or someone else just to say, like, this child could use this assistant. They don't have to say it is economically disadvantaged or anything like that, but there's a form that just gets filled out and you bring it in. We don't even need a last name. And then whatever program that youth wants to get involved in, we will register them for the program or send the money.
I've always been interested in kickboxing but never could afford it because it's so expensive.
Well, that's what that pays for.
Really?
Yeah, just fill that out, bring it in, you're in.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I've always had a passion for that.
Yeah, kickboxing's perfect actually.
Yeah.
I never even thought about
Just
that.
for anger issues that I have.
Oh, totally.
Personally, it'd be totally awesome.
You know, and that's funny that they used to do the kickboxing right next door to the middle school there.
Really?
Yeah. I wonder if there would be a way to get the instructor down there to try something out with you guys.
Maybe.
I should talk to him.
That'd be cool because people would actually really like that.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people my age that are in kickboxing right now. It's a big thing now.
Yeah.
Megan Johnson explained the Jumpstart program to me, which was awesome for people who don't have much money but want to get into sports or fitness classes. But it requires a teacher or adult to refer you to the program. Are you aware of the Jumpstart program?
I've heard of it before, but it sounds like an amazing thing, and I don't understand why they haven't got the word out there.
Would you refer students to this?
I have lots of students that I would refer